Okay, so let's talk about how to act with grace. And to do this, we're going to be talking about gate 22, which is the gate of charm. And gate 22 is in the solar plexus. So this is all about our emotions, and it's also about our spiritual awareness. So if you are new here, my name is Ebony, and on this channel, we learn about human design and gene keys in order to reclaim our power, prioritize our pleasure, and create the freedom-filled life that we desire. So Gate 22. With Gate 22, it's about translating emotions, your emotionality, into self-expression. So this is connecting the solar plexus to the throat center, right? This is that 2212 channel. But we're just talking about the gate, so you don't need to know the whole channel, right? And the way that this gate expresses its emotions is very charming, right? It's very naturally magnetic to the people around you. The way that you express yourself, the way that you translate your emotions into self-expression is it puts people at ease. It makes them feel good, right? It's very charming, it's very charismatic, right? And this allows you to navigate and express your emotions with grace, right? And this is not something that everyone is able to do consistently. But if you have this gate defined, then you can. So kudos. Now, the shadow of this gate is dishonor, and it's dishonor in the way of expression, right? So it's either proper, so you are not truly expressing your real emotions. You're expressing just the proper amount. Like if someone asks you how you are and you're not actually okay, but you say, "Oh, I'm fine," right? It's well, I guess technically it is lying, but it's being proper, right? It's not truly expressing yourself. It's not truly expressing your emotionality, either out of fear or thinking that if you are truly authentic and expressing yourself, then people are not going to find you interesting, right? So that's one manifestation of the shadow. Or you're just completely emotionally detached and you're just expressing your emotions in any old way to anyone with no regard to how it's going to make them feel or how it is going to affect them. Because again, with this gate, your emotions have an impact on people, right? So when you just, fire off in the mouth all willy-nilly with no, respect or regard to the people around you, that is also a shadow manifestation of this gate. It's dishonor in the way that you're expressing your emotions, right? So the gift of this gate is graciousness, right? And graciousness in the way that you have the ability to consider other people's feelings no matter what you're doing, because you understand the impact that your emotions have on others. Now, this doesn't mean that, oh, I'm going to keep my emotions bottled up so that other people feel good. No, it's how can I translate what I am truly feeling in a way that is going to uplift everyone around me, right? How can I be authentic? How can I be honest while still being gracious, while still taking into consideration the people around me, the emotional landscape of the people around me? That's what this gate is designed to do. I'm going to be who I am. I'm going to express who I am, but I'm going to do it in a way that is considerate of where I am, of who I'm with, right? So a way that you can start to move out of the shadow of dishonor and into this gift of graciousness is start to observe and really become aware of the impact that your emotions have on other people. Start to notice how when your emotional landscape starts to shift, how the landscape of the people around you starts to shift as well, right? Start to notice just how much of an impact you have on people emotionally. And once you do that, once you start to recognize it, you'll immediately come into the space of, okay, I know I have this impact on people when it comes to my emotions and how I express myself. So how do I want to, this thing that I'm feeling right now, how do I want to express this? And what is the best way for me to express it so that I'm uplifting everyone in my presence, right? not from a people-pleasing perspective, not from a self-sacrificing perspective, just from the perspective of how can I honor my emotions with grace, right? Now, the highest expression of this gate is grace. The gift is graciousness and the Siddhi is grace. Real simple, right? And the reason why is because being around you makes other people feel good. And you get to effortlessly lift them up, right? You get to have your big emotional experiences. You get to have all of your emotionality and embrace the full spectrum of your emotionality. And at the same time, you get to express them in a way that makes the people around you feel good. It doesn't make them uncomfortable. It doesn't make them nervous. It doesn't make them anxious, right? The way that you are able to express your emotions is uplifting. It feels good, but at the same time, it also gives other people the tools so they can start to learn, okay, if they can express their emotions in this way, what can I take from this, right? How can I learn from them how to express my emotions with grace, right? Even if this isn't a gate that I personally have defined on my chart, and it isn't, but I have, a friend who does, I'm able to pull pieces of his emotional process, of his process of expressing his emotions, and kind of weave them into my experience as well. So I hope that was helpful. Again, I have my Gates resource guide down below in the description box if you're interested in that. Let me know if you like this style of video, and I will see you in the next one.